Why did these 13 British colonies unite and become independent 250 years ago? Before that, they weren't planning to become one country at all. They constantly argued with each other and were loyal to the British crown. But then, the 7 Years' War begins. Britain defeats France and gains huge new territories. But that victory comes at a high price, leaving Britain deeply in debt. To get its money back, Britain turns to the colonies. We protected you from France, so you owe us. Of course, Britain totally fought that war just to protect the colonists, not to take half a continent. But the colonists aren't impressed. So Britain comes up with a solution. Let's tax the colonies even more! Sugar Act. Taxes are now placed on molasses, sugar, coffee, and certain fabrics. The colonies don't like this. Whoa, relax. It's just a joke. But you know what's not a joke? The Stamp Act. Now almost every official paper is taxed. Newspapers, contracts, licenses, court documents, and even playing cards. Most of the colonies hold a joint congress for the first time and realize they have no representatives in parliament, but they're forced to pay taxes, and the anger grows. In 1770, something happens in Boston. Hey, Brits! Go back home! What the hell is that Brit thinking? The Boston Massacre. 5 people die, and rumors about it quickly spread across the colonies. To reduce the tension, Britain cancels almost all the new taxes, but, on principle, keeps the tax on tea. So a group of colonists dresses up as Native Americans, climbs onto British ships, and throws more than 300 chests of tea into the sea. This later becomes known as the Boston Tea Party. Britain is furious. It closes the port of Boston, limits self-government, and increases its military presence. In response, the colonies hold the First Continental Congress, where the idea of independence begins to form. 6 months later, in Lexington, the militia and the British Army meet. The tension reaches its peak, and someone fires the first shot. The shot heard around the world. The war begins. After the battles of Lexington and Concord, the colonists gather for the Second Continental Congress, form the Continental Army, and put George Washington in command. But even then, they still try to make peace with the king. They send him a letter, but get rejected. Only after that, on July 2nd, 1776, the colonies vote to break away from Britain, and on July 4th, they adopt the Declaration of Independence, written by Thomas Jefferson. He writes that all men are created equal and have unalienable rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And all the while, waiting for him at home were his wife, his children, and more than 100 slaves. In any case, from that moment on, the war becomes a war for independence. But that's a whole different story.